Today's a very exciting day here at Main Clinic Supply. We're going to unveil our very first branded portable concentrator. This has been some time in the making here for us. We've been working to source one that is going to be light, long lasting, it's going to be reliable, and it's going to give you quite a bit of oxygen. So we want to make sure that it's going to meet all of our standards here that we want to have our Main Clinic Supply brand on. So without further ado, I'll introduce you to our new concentrator. All right, and here it is. This is the Main Clinic Supply Vita-Ox HD7. And without further ado, let's go and open the box and we'll introduce you to everything inside. All right, so as we open the box, the top is going to have our carry bag right here. So that's our carry bag with the shoulder strap. Here is going to be your user manual and then also the quick start guide. It's going to include some replaceable intake filters for it as well. We got your battery up top. I'll open that here in a minute. This is going to contain our AC power supply. So here we got our AC power supply and cord. And then we got our DC power supply here. That's that right there. And then last but not least, here is the new Vita-Ox HD7. And I'll open the battery here so I can put that on for you guys. All right, so here's your first look at our new concentrator. Biggest thing with the Vita-Ox HD7, so it's going to be the lightest in its class, and it goes up to a setting of 7 for oxygen, which is unheard of. This is going to be the lightest concentrator with the most oxygen output. The best thing about this, it's 4.37 pounds, and it also has a HD screen, so it's got nice color display on there for you. It makes everything really nice and easy to read, and it's going to be nice, light, and portable. I will compare this to a couple of different sizes of concentrators. I'll get them out here for you and set them next to them. That way you can see. We got our particle filter here, so that can be removed just like so. And then we have our intake filter right there, which can be removed and replaced. And then we have our battery right here. And then to remove that, all you do is you pull down on the latch, and then that will slide off the side of the concentrator here, just like so. Many of the Vita-Ox's competitors, they only go up to a setting of 5 or 6, where this one is able to produce a 7th setting, and it is a true 7th setting. There are some devices out there on the market right now that they'll say they are, at a 7 setting, but it actually, truly, when you break it down as to the milliliters it's giving you, isn't going to be a true 7. Where this device truly is going to produce a setting of 7. So it's going to outperform Inogen concentrators, Care concentrators, and a lot of the other brands that are on the market right now. The Main Clinic Supply Vita-Ox also has a universal AC power supply input, so no matter where you go in the world, you can always use the same AC power supply to plug it in and keep it recharged. Only thing you're going to need is the universal adapter for wherever you may be going, to make sure you change it from the North American plug to whether it's the European or if you're going to another country that has a different style plug. Just make sure you have that universal adapter. The Vita-Ox is going to have a very strong battery life as well. On a setting of 2 is rated up to 5.5 hours. That is also a reason behind some of the design that's inside this concentrator that is the first of its kind. Whether you have an in-home concentrator or another portable concentrator, they use a dual piston compressor inside. This is the first portable concentrator on the market to have a 4-piston compressor inside. That does 2 big things for us. Number one, makes it a lot quieter running at those higher settings. So the RPMs of the compressor inside, they have to run a lot slower to produce the same amount of oxygen that you'd get out of a twin compressor. So basically the twin compressor is running twice as fast, which produces more sound. The second thing this does for us is also helps to reduce the power required for running the device. So you're going to also get extended battery life as well. So those 2 things are highly touted inside this machine. That was another reason why we're very, very excited to put our name on this device and release it to the market. The Vita-Ox HD7 also has a class-leading 5-year warranty. So we have you covered for 2 more years than typical concentrators on the market currently. The other big thing is these have a high absorption sieve beds. That's what truly does a lot of the magic of making the oxygen in these concentrators. They have a also a industry-leading 2-year warranty on them, where the standard portable concentrators only have a 1-year warranty. And accessories for this device have a 1-year warranty as well. The Vita-Ox HD7 is also going to be super quiet. So if you're going to the movies, going to a play, somewhere where you're wanting something to be very quiet and discreet, this is going to be a fantastic device to have. The quad compressor inside here helps keep that whisper quiet. This also comes with a 2.8-inch color screen, so that makes things a lot easier to read, including your setting, any alerts you might be getting, your battery life. So it's a lot easier to read than some of the standard monochrome, smaller screens that you would get on other devices. So I have the Vita-Ox HD7 powered up right now, and it is super quiet. I'm super happy with the sound quality that's coming off this device. Again, it's going to be something where you're not even going to notice it running in the background. It's very, very whisper quiet. That 4-piston compressor inside here makes this device so much nicer than a lot of the other ones on the market for the sound quality that it outputs. All right, we're going to go over the screen here. Here's a little closer look at the Vita-Ox control panel. So we have our power button located here, our plus and minus buttons. We have a volume button here to help also mute some alerts. And then we also have a setting button here. And you can see that screen is nice and easy to read with our settings and our battery life on there as well. All right, so with me now I have 2 other devices just so you can see the size comparison between them. So I have Inogen Row 6 and then also the Carefree Style Comfort. As you can see, the Vita-Ox is quite a bit smaller than both these devices. Also weighs a little less as well. Both of these devices are going to be closer to the 5-pound mark, where the Vita-Ox HD7 is going to be 4.37. So quite a weight savings in the Vita-Ox HD7, and also nice and compact compared to some of the other ones that are on the market currently. The Vita-Ox HD7 also has lower costs on accessories, so batteries, chargers, everything like that. They're going to be we're able to provide those to you cheaper than what you can get as well at premium brands. So you're not going to be spending $600 for a replacement battery for this device. That's going to be significant savings to the user who may need extra batteries as well for these. Because as we know, if you're taking flights or anything like that, you always need to bring extra batteries with or extra battery chargers to make sure that you're able to stay mobile and stay using your portable concentrator. The other best thing about this is FAA approved, so you can bring this on any aircraft. It is I got the approval sticker down here as well, saying that it is approved for use on board aircraft. The main clinic supply, Vita-Ox HD7, gives you outstanding value and also ownership economics. It can be priced lower than a lot of the premium brands that are out there on the market currently today, but it beats them in all the specifications. The biggest things are the warranty. So we give you a manufacturer 5-year warranty. We give you the HD color screen, where a lot of them are going to be a monochrome, smaller display. It weighs less than many of the ones on the market right now, and it gives you extra oxygen as well. So this is truly going to be one of the best bangs for your buck that you can buy on the market currently. All right, and on to our oxygen index score. So, first off, I want to start off by saying I'm not trying to be biased by putting our name at the top. I truly believe when we were going out and searching for one of these concentrators, we were looking for the best. So, we wanted to outweigh everything out there and make sure that we were truly going to be branding our own concentrator to be the best one on the market. So, without further ado, here is our oxygen index score. So, for battery options and life, I scored it a 7. We just have the standard battery, but with the quad compressor again, it is able to extend that battery life up to 5.5 hours on that setting of 2. For maintenance and serviceability, I rank this as 6. You can replace the particle filter and intake filter on it. The sieve beds are going to be a little more difficult to replace, but they can be done by the user as well. For sound quality, I rank this a 9. By far is the quietest portable concentrator I have heard so far. For price, this is ranked a 9. This can be brought to you at a better price point than a lot of the premium brands on the market, and you get a much better value with the Vita-Ox HD7. For size and weight, this is ranked at 8. This is a 4.37 pound device, so it's going to be one of the smaller ones on the market and able to produce that 7th setting of oxygen. So we have that sitting at a 9. For total daily living score of 39. For build quality, this is ranked at 8. Again, I'm super impressed with the quad compressor that they put in this, and the build quality is going to be very, very good for our patients, and durability as well, based off of what I've seen inside and how they have the components. I rank this at 8 as well. For oxygen output, this one's ranked a 7. Again, this one is a 1 to 7 pulse device. For smart features, this one's ranked a 7. This one has the typical standard alerts and alarms in it. Also has a no breath alert, which also starts auto delivering oxygen in case there's no breath that is detected. This one also kicks in slightly quicker than a lot of the premium brands as well, to ensure that the user is going to be getting some oxygen. For ease of use, rank this a 7 as well. Makes it super easy to see the display. The control panel's nice and easy to read, and the buttons are very straightforward that are on the control panel to use. For a total technology score of 37 and a overall oxygen index score of 76. The main clinic supply, Vita-Ox HD7, represents smart, modern engineering that refuses to force users into the traditional pay more for less portability trade-off. It delivers high setting capability, excellent battery performance, quiet operation, and genuinely lightweight package at a price that makes advanced oxygen therapy more accessible. For patients who want independence, travel capability, and reliable therapy without lugging around heavier, more expensive units, it's one of the strongest options currently out there on the market. We're happy to introduce this to you here at Main Clinic Supply and put our name on this product as well. For any other questions in regards to this Main Clinic Supply Vita-Ox HD7, please contact our oxygen experts and we'll be more than happy to answer any other questions that you have.